What is good, YouTube? It's your girl Maggesty here. We're cooking up again today. Today we're taking another subscriber suggestion. Big shock, I know. We are breaking down a lo-fi beat that I made. And I haven't made lo-fi in a while. And to be honest, I didn't even make this beat purposely. I was going for like sad, emotional pop punk, and it came out very much lo-fi. But it's still really good. One of my better beats, like arrangement-wise, detail-wise, ear candy-wise. So I guess you're just going to have to watch the rest of the video to see if I'm lying or not. But I really hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to suggest any type of videos you want to see down in the comment section below. I'm always reading your comments, always listening to y'all, and I'll try whatever. I'm always down to experiment. So without further ado, I hope you guys really like this beat. Don't forget to drop a like if you do, subscribe to your girl if you learn anything from me, and stream my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever it is you have, it is on there, and I would really appreciate it. Let's get straight into the video. Peace. Alright, y'all, so we're just going to jump right in here. This looks like a lot, and it kind of is, but there's just a lot of layers with this beat, and honestly with lo-fi, that is a major key. You want to have one solid good melody and a counter melody, obviously, and then just straight up textures, layers, whatever you want to call it. So I'll just show you the melody first from Arcade. Surprise, surprise. Oh damn. Hold up, y'all, I got caught lacking. Alright, this is what you do if you haven't paid for your plugins yet, but they have cool presets, because this M Audio Power Synth, when I tell you these presets are A1. Okay, anyways, okay, let's start this shit over. Go crazy, Maggesty. So, as you can hear, very, very groovy, very sad, emotional, lo-fi, to a T, and honestly, I didn't mean to make this a lo-fi beat. I was going into it, going for like sad pop punk, and I guess you could still classify it that, but it sounds like lo-fi. It sounds like some shit that would be on that YouTube channel. It's like music to chill, study, smoke to, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about if you listen to lo-fi. But anyways, I like it. It came out really beautiful. So anyways, started with this melody, the main melody obviously from Arcade. I think there's just reverb on it. And then I found another Arcade sound that would kind of complement it. Let me see if it's from the same bank. By the way, these Memento banks in Arcade, chef's fucking kiss. Literally, for pop punk, for lo-fi, R&B, whatever. Like, these are so sad, so emotional, and I be using them all the time. And they are from the same bank. Okay. So sometimes I get lucky with that, and I'll find multiple elements that work together without being too overwhelming. So apparently that's what happened here. But sometimes I really do be having to like search through Arcade for another like pad or something that'll work. Or worst comes to worst, I find the melody that I like the main melody here, and then I could like bounce this into a waveform, and then I could go into Edison and convert the waveform to MIDI, and then make another melody or chords or whatever from the actual notes that are in the main melody. I do that a lot with Arcade. It is a little bit of extra work, but honestly, if you need like some chords or whatever to like fill out the space more, if you really like the melody but it's not full, that's a major key right there. I'm just lucky I didn't have to do that with this one. And then I found this amazing bass from Go Crazy Maggesty. As you can see, I haven't paid for it because that shit's expensive as hell, but I just do this all the time with it. They have really, really sick presets like for like basses, leads, stuff like that. I'm using it all the time. Anyways, and then let's get into the drums here, because there's a lot going on. I use my machine for this beat because I really wanted like authentic, like acoustic sounding drums. And there are good drum kits out there, but it's also especially for lo-fi, I would say, it's cool to actually be able to like play out the drums on the pads, and I think that's what I did with this beat. So that's how the velocities are very different in all of these, which again makes it sound authentic. And when you're playing it versus just randomizing the velocities yourself, it's still just like better, and you'll hear what I mean. So all these drums were played in with my little MK3. Look how cute! And that makes a really big difference. Really big difference. So, okay, so this one, snare layer. I believe I have multiple different snares like this one too, and you can see the velocity differences in these. Okay, and then this one, hi-hat with some weird effect on it. I like it though. This is an open hat, I believe. Yep. You want to have a lot of open hats like hitting right before the snare. That's how you make a chill drum pattern right there, that open hat. And make it really low in velocity too, so you can just kind of hear it faintly. Also, you can never go wrong with subtle crashes like this. As you can see, it is very, very lightly played in, which makes a big difference, because if I was just slamming that crash, it would be too aggressive. It would be like more pop punk than lo-fi. And layers with crashes is a major key as well, especially if they're going to be quiet like that. You want it to fill out a lot of space. This is a kick, I believe. And you want a kick that has a lot of thump like this, like not a trap kick, like something that has, why is it doing that? Something that has like higher frequencies, because you want it to really stick out, especially if it's acoustic. This is another crash, or an open hat, I guess. This is that's a tom, and you want to experiment with tom fills with pop punk and with lo-fi, or honestly any genre, even pop, because that shit literally takes your beats from here to here. And I've realized that now as like an artist. Like sometimes like I'll be going through beats that I've made and I start singing on it or whatever, and then a tom fill comes in and it just makes like the riser from like a verse to a hook so much more interesting, and like the artist doesn't really even have to do anything. It's like little things like that that set your beats apart from others, for sure. And the velocities rise here in this tom fill, and it bounces kind of with the open hats and the snare and everything to where it sounds really full. You know, you just know the next section is coming. This is this another tom? Nope, that's like a more harsh open hat, I guess, to signal the transition. I didn't want that kind of like hissy open hat throughout the whole thing, because it's not very chill, I guess. But it works at the end like that, like a transition. Honestly, I'm just taking stuff out here, experimenting. Like this was like the drop, as you could see, and then a different bass comes in here and the main melody gets taken out, another melody gets added in. So basically with lo-fi, and honestly with every beat, you want something to change every 8 bars. So it doesn't have to be a dramatic change per se, but it should be like ear candy, I guess. So I'll let you hear from like here to here how everything changes. The melody changes, the drums get less full, I guess. And that drop right here signals that there's going to be a change. Those little things help a lot too. If you're going to change something dramatic in the next section, you don't want it to not sound seamless. So like having like either like tom fills like that to suggest it, or drops where the drums come out like that to suggest it. Major key. But yeah, and then this piano comes in, and I believe I did what I mentioned earlier to get these chords, like just rendered out the main melody, or maybe even this melody, and then just figured out the root notes and went from there so that it kind of flowed. And you want the piano notes to be really low in velocity, but turn it up like gain wise, so it sounds real soft and smooth in the background. And then let's dive into this bass as well. So this bass is really cool, but I think I have the volume turned pretty far down, so it's not so like aggressive in your face, because this could be an aggressive bass if you wanted it to be. But it still keeps the flow going with this different melody going on here, which is nice. Without the bass, it would probably sound a little more empty. And then I have another subtle counter melody right here. And this is the same piano. Just a little bit more, a little ear candy. And as you can tell, it's really tucked in the background. And then we're going to transition back to the drop here. So we fade the drums out like this. Right here is just snare, open hat. Yeah, snares and open hats. really love this beat. It's so cute. I kind of want to like make a song out of it, but I haven't really been inspired with any lyrics, and it doesn't fit lyrics I already have. So anyways, but I really hope you guys enjoy this beat. I think it's really smooth, really sweet, and just pleasant to listen to, even throughout the whole thing. And as far as arrangement goes, that is one of the best things about this beat, I would say. Not even just like melodies and stuff, but just the way it flows makes a lot of sense, I guess. And the way that like I achieve that, or I've learned to achieve that, is one, listening to the song all the way through. I know sometimes as a producer you want to pump out beats as fast as you possibly can, and you want to move on to the next, or you want to be done with it and you want to go do something else, whatever, but it really is worth it to like sit and listen to the beat in its entirety and listen to how it flows. has helped a lot. The choir's